Sahabat, sahabat, sahabat.
Sahabat, sahabat, sahabat.
Thank you once again for being with us here today. Indonesia, where does it stand today? Gross merchandise value, close to 100 billion. One of the fastest growing digital economy in Southeast Asia. By 2030, it will be 300 billion US dollar. Are you all proud of it? You know, I learned working with NVIDIA leadership team that it's a, you know, when you do hard things, you feel good. So thank you, Jensen. You know, we feel so proud at Indosat that we are learning NVIDIA culture. We like doing hard things.
Yes.
You know, we all know, now we have heard it from Jensen, we have Julie also here. AI will be the force multiplier for our nation. 300 billion, 500 billion, impacting everyone's life. Let's give a big round of applause to Julie and Jensen, and once again, welcome them here on stage. Two of the most global leaders shaping the future of this world. How can we transform with AI? So, let me start with Julie. You know, a bird whispered to me that you started your career from Indonesia. Tell us more about it.
Well, first of all, it's been so inspiring to be here today. Very excited. This is our first country to do our joint sovereign offering.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Super exciting. But also, it's a little surreal for me because 30 years ago, in 1994, I moved to Hong Kong as a young lawyer. I was only 2 years out of law school. And at the time, Indonesia was booming. And so for almost 2 years, I came almost every week, working with some of great Indonesian companies, working on bond offerings. And so I started in 1994, and if someone had said that someday I would be back here on stage seeing Indonesia launch this incredible AI day, this incredible Sabahat, and that we would get to be a part of it. It's just a dream come true. I feel so personally connected and proud of all that Indonesia has accomplished. So it's a very, very special day. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Julie. You know, I had my one-on-one last week, and I have to share with all of you, she has a personal connect and commitment for Indonesia. So a big, big round of applause for Julie.
Now, Vikram, I will tell you one thing that I didn't tell you last week. My husband, who at the time I did not know, worked on the 1994 Indosat equity offering.
Oh!
Okay? So it's a family affair. And I want to give a shout out for my incredible Accenture colleagues. Accenture has been in Indonesia for 50 years.
Wow.
And Pak Giant is here. We have 600 people, backed by 4,000 people in Southeast Asia, and 770,000 people around the world who are your network to help you create this incredible producer of intelligence and reinventor of everything using the intelligence.
A big, big round. Thank you. But let me ask you, Julie, as a global CEO of Accenture and a leading advisor to global CEO on AI, can you share your experience that Indonesian CEO and business leader can learn from?
There are 3 words I talk about with CEOs every week: reinvention, strategy, and learning. Reinvention is about truly embracing change. I ask a simple question. When someone comes to you and wants to use AI, I say, let's write down how you do it today, how you're going to do it tomorrow. And if there is not a big difference a big change, then say no. Because AI is about reinventing what we do. And that is why I'm so inspired by the discussion today, because it's all about embracing change and challenging ourselves. The second piece is strategy. Lots of people will ask me, where do I get started? And it's the fundamentals. What is the strategy of your business? Too often, people talk about AI only around productivity. As I tell my team, you cannot cut your way to growth. AI is both about productivity and growth. And AI is what is going to propel Indonesia to get to 8% growth. So follow your strategy and make sure that AI is not only about productivity, but it is fueling your growth strategy. Finally, it is about learning, and your commitment to educating is so important. HR should be one of the most exciting fields ever right now, because HR professionals can help companies make sure that we are bringing our people along this journey, that as countries we're doing the same. And that's why we, at our own company, spend $1 billion a year educating our people. We are now educating our companies and our clients. And so understanding what is my strategy to become talent creators, to help your people learn, is absolutely critical to success as a country and as a company.
Jensen, how is NVIDIA and Accenture partnering together?
Well, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Julie. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Thank you.
30 years later, after your journey is only 30 years young. Unbelievable.
I was
From a
10
new
when I
college
came,
grad to now CEO of one of the world's great companies. I'm so proud of you. Incredible. Accenture and NVIDIA are great partners. And the reason for that is because NVIDIA builds technology, fundamental technology. And until you connect that technology to serving customers' strategies and challenges and their growth, it's useless. And that connection, that transformation from raw technology to end market benefits, that's Accenture. That's what Accenture does. And so she understands both us and the customer. She understands both the technology and the customer use cases and benefits and how they want to transform themselves. And that's why this partnership is so powerful.
You know, now that we have both of you here, Jensen, Indonesia want to be the lighthouse for sovereign AI in the region. And this is where Indosat, with our ecosystem, and Lintasarta, we are playing the role. What does that mean for Indonesia and our AI goals?
I think I heard what you said, but I don't know how everybody else, I can't hear you. And so they can hear you, I can't hear you. I think what you said is something about sovereign AI,
Yes.
Sahabat.
Yes. So, you know,
And what does it mean for Indonesia?
Oh, what does it mean to, okay.
Is that right?
yes.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah, thank you.
we want to be the lighthouse, especially for sovereign AI, made in Indonesia, for Indonesia, and serve the local need. How can it help Indonesia on its AI goal?
Vikram, first of all, every single country has awakened to the need to engage AI because it's fundamentally about their nation's intelligence. However, Indonesia did something about it. Instead of wondering whether Indonesia could do it, instead of asking yourself, why is it that I can't do it, and how hard it is, and do we have the resources to do it, Indonesia just decided to do it.
You know, because we like doing hard things.
That's right. You could always wonder, you could always ask yourself the 10 reasons why you can't do something. And there's only one way to do it, is to decide to do it. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. What you've done here, what it means to Indonesia, is that you now realize Indonesia can do AI. You now have evidence that you can build Indonesia AI. That's number one. Number two, because you've developed it and open sourced it, you have activated the entire country. All of your students, all of your researchers, all of your companies to engage AI. You've activated all of Indonesia. And then third, hopefully in all of our partnerships, we can turn this capability into real benefits to the researchers, the students, the industry, the companies, so that you could accelerate your growth. You could propel your innovation. I think this is an exciting time. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate it with you. I just want to say, I want to say that I was here on day 0 of Indonesia AI, so I'm very excited.
Yo! Julie, what do you think, why do you think nations are moving towards AI sovereignty? Can you tell us about AI refinery and how will it contribute to Indonesia AI goals across critical sectors?
Great. You know, as Jensen said earlier, and of course, like all of you, I'm a huge fan of Jensen's. So, you know, Jensen talked about how important it is that you, as a country, take your intelligence, that you own that intelligence, and that by owning that intelligence, you can do great things, right? That intelligence is near things like your critical infrastructure for financial markets. And so sovereign AI is absolutely an imperative. Now, what we've done together, which is true for our sovereign AI, as well as for what we're working together to do in every company, in every industry, including Accenture, is we worked together in our first meeting. I remember Jensen was at the whiteboard, and we sketched out how Accenture could build on top of this amazing technology what we call the AI refinery. That's the brain of any enterprise in every country. And in that brain, it brings together the processes, the data, and makes it accessible faster so that you take this incredible technology, you put this engine on top that brings together workflows and data so you can go faster to create solutions. And we did that side by side with the engineers at NVIDIA so that when we come together like this, we can make sure that you're going from this incredible infrastructure and the models to outcomes, to changing things for people, for companies, for the government.
So if you can give me one example where AI can truly transform an industry.
Sure, so let's take financial services. With AI, you can create a payment infrastructure and provide banking to people without accounts. We're already doing that in the UAE, for example, and here we know that that is a major opportunity to have financial inclusion. In the same way, you can get citizen services from the government to people faster by using digital agents to bring together all of the data, all of the services, and get them to citizens faster. And then on the growth side, which is really important for Indonesia, what we can do together around marketing and sales, and in fact, we've already used the digital agents from NVIDIA, and we're going to market 50% faster with our best thought leadership. And so it's that, and that applies to every industry. So you can make a difference in critical industries like banking, financial services, you can help citizens, and importantly, you can take the incredible knowledge and innovation in Indonesia and grow here and beyond.
Jensen, we have a lot of senior leaders and CEO. What is your recommendation to companies on how to get started on the AI journey?
Well, the first thing, to get started, you perhaps have to decide to get started. There are a lot of reasons why you don't get started, but there's only one way to get started, and that's actually to do it. The second is to realize that it's in fact easy. And the way to ask yourself why it's so easy is try ChatGPT, try Gemini, try Claude. These are incredibly easy to use interfaces. And if you're not sure how to use it, all you have to say is, I don't know how to use AI, teach me how to use AI. And the AI will teach you how to use AI. No software program in the world can do that today. No operating system, no application that we know of can actually tell you how to use it. And if you're not exactly sure, it will teach you. And if you would like a journey of learning how to use AI, it will take you step by step by step. You could ask it to do things. You could ask it to explain things to you. Now, what I just described is exactly what Julie and NVIDIA are building. We're creating these agent workers. Some of them are in marketing. Some of them will be in sales. Some of them will be in legal and finance. We have many in engineering. Many will be in software engineering. And these agents will be partners of all of our employees so that they can supercharge not all of their work. It's not possible to do all of their work today, not anytime soon, but they can supercharge 80% of their work, 50% of their work, or even 20% of their work. By doing that, all of your employees in all the companies would be superhuman, if you will, and do amazing things and do it faster. And this is what Julie was saying earlier, that in the trials that we've already been doing in marketing, all of our marketing experts, our marketeers, have been able to move faster, do their jobs more quickly, and over time, do it even better.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jensen and Julie. Today is a very important milestone for NVIDIA, Accenture, and Indosat. Last week, when I was talking to you, we were talking about the best proof is when you show value to a customer, when we have a customer in our platform. I'm very happy, and I want to share this news with you, Julie and Jensen, that we already have customers on our platform, and they are seeing value. So please allow me on stage, Pak Arif, CEO of Bank Jago. I'd like to invite you on this stage. Pak Arif, CEO of, yeah.
Congratulations.
You know, Julie, on your advice, I have to also share his chairman, Pak Jerry Eng, who is a visionary leader here. And they are showing, and they are working with us, that how the AI impact and how we are building what together with NVIDIA and Accenture is giving value to them. They want to be the lighthouse. And I have given commitment on behalf of both of you to him and Pajeri that will make sure that Bank Jago is the lighthouse in the region. So thank you. Yeah, please, Julie, I'll invite you to give a memento to him. Come.
Miss Julie Sweet, please move towards the center of the stage as this is another moment of inauguration of Sahabat AI. So we're gonna take a photo op as well to celebrate the inauguration of the most anticipated Sahabat AI. And the first that the Mr. Julie Sweet will hand over a token of appreciation and collaboration placard to the CEO of Bank Jago, Bapak Arif Haris Tanjung. Boleh dong kita beri aplaus yang
berikan
meriah.
Tepuk tangan yang paling meriah Bapak Ibu. Serta juga untuk teman-teman untuk boleh mengabadikan. Kami berikan kesempatan.
Dan ini adalah kolaborasi antara NVIDIA, Indosat Ooredoo Hutchison, dan juga Accenture. Tadi Jensen Huang mengatakan bahwa NVIDIA dan Accenture, NVIDIA builds technology while Accenture brings the technology to the benefits of customers.
Ya. Thank you very much. Once again, this collaboration marks a significant step forward in harnessing the power of AI and digital transformation to drive innovation and